Namaskaram. Welcome to another interesting episode of Bhojana Katha. We Indians not only enjoy and celebrate food, but we revere food. We make unique prasadams for different occasions. Prasada means that which is not ordinary but extraordinary. That extra importance or significance is added to the food because it is being offered to the Lord. There are lots of stories behind prasadams, and today we are going to explore a story behind the South Indian custom called Karadaiyan Nombu and the divine Nombu Adai. The same festival in North India is called Savithri Vrata. In the north it is observed during June 14th, while in the south it is observed around March 14th. In the north, women offer pulses, rice and various varieties of fruits during the puja. In the south, here the hero of the festival is the simple Nombu Adai. It is glorified because of its association with the ritual and the reason for the ritual. So let's dive down into the story of Savithri. Once upon a time there lived a king called Ashwapati who ruled Madra. He had no children and he performed Savithri Yajna for 18 long years. At the end of the 18th year, he got a radiant daughter from goddess Savithri. She was named after the goddess and she grew up to be a valorous, beautiful, intelligent young woman. It was tough to find a perfect life partner for her. Most eligible men in the neighboring countries were intimidated by her beauty and her brains, and so her father let her choose a groom for herself. Savithri set out on a journey, a pilgrimage, looking out for her better half. She was accompanied by the king's minister and 2 guards. On their way, they entered a beautiful forest with many holy men performing yajnas, chanting Vedas, etc. etc. Somehow, instinctively, Savithri was drawn to this place and she stopped the chariot to take a deeper look at the beauty. Just as the group of rishis welcomed her, the princess, to their forest, there was a young man in the group. He was dressed like an ascetic, but he had royal looks. He introduced himself. "Welcome to this holy place, O princess. I am Satyavan." He was hospitable to her, welcomed her to his hut, introduced her to his old parents who were both blind. Savithri heard their story from his mother. "Savithri, this is King Dyumatsena of the Shalva kingdom. With age, both of us have become blind. Taking advantage of our weakness, our enemies took away our kingdom, and since then, we are having to live in this forest and we are happy as we can be. Please accept our hospitality, though it is very humble." Savithri was a very grounded young lady despite being royally brought up. She behaved graciously with them. Satyavan was a prince by birth, but he was a mere woodcutter now. Yet she couldn't stop thinking of him. Even after leaving the place, she started thinking of him all the time, and then she realized she has fallen in love with Satyavan. Once back in her kingdom, Savithri revealed her decision to her father. Maharishi Narada arrived then. When the king speculated about his daughter's choice of a husband and asked Maharishi Narada for his advice, he threw a shock. The shock was that Satyavan would die in a year. The worried King Ashwapati tried to dissuade Savithri from marrying Satyavan, but she was convinced and stood by her decision. Respecting her decision, Ashwapati and Narada arranged for the couple's wedding and blessed them. And then started the life of Savithri and Satyavan. As Savithri knew of the upcoming crisis of Satyavan's life, she took up sincere vrata every day. She was a supportive wife, a loving daughter-in-law. She won the hearts of everybody. Days passed on, months passed on, and the destined day arrived. Savithri appealed to Satyavan that she wanted to accompany him to the woods that day. After cutting wood for some time, he felt dizzy and rested his head on Savitri's lap. Savithri realized that the end was near, and through her mystic powers that she gained from all her vrata, she was able to see Lord Yama with the noose, taking away her husband's life. Strangely, Savithri did not sob. Instead, she followed Yama Dharmaraja. Yama was surprised. He stopped and looked at her, he warned her, "Go back to your home, Savithri. Satyavan is destined to die, and this is my duty, taking him away." Savithri replied, "I shall go with Satyavan wherever he is. Even if it means going with you to your world, so be it." In spite of trying to distract her, bribe her, persuade her, Yama failed. In fact, he was so impressed with her sharp buddhi and sweet words that he granted her a boon. Savithri said, "O Lord, please restore the eyesight of my in-laws and give them their rightful throne." Yama thought this was a great wish. Yama said, "Tathastu, so be it." Savithri again followed Yama, and she continued to do so till he granted her one more boon. Savithri, with folded hands, said, "May my in-laws be blessed with many grandchildren to ably take the lineage forward." "So be it," said Lord Yama, and then he realized he had made a blunder. Savithri smiled. "How can I have children without my husband?" Yamadharmaraja was outwitted by Savithri, and he happily restored Satyavan's life. And Savithri believed in the impossible, and then she made it possible through her vrata, through her determination and sincerity. It is this determination of a wife that is celebrated as Karadaiyan Nombu. The Nombu Adai is made and eaten by the woman of the house after offering to goddess Gauri and praying for the long life of her husband. The unmarried girls do puja for gaining a good life partner and sometimes for their father. This festival is observed with a day-long fast, and the puja is done during the meeting point of the Tamil months Masi and Panguni, the end of the former and the beginning of the latter. It is at that time that the fast is broken, and it could be any time in the 24-hour period. The women wear a yellow thread around their neck and chant the following: "Urugada vennayum or adayum notru unakku naan vaithen, என்னாலும் என் கணவர் என்னை விட்டு பிரியாதிருக்க வேண்டும்." It means, "I offer butter and rice made of kar arisi. Bless me that I live happily with my husband for long, and let there be no separation between us." The story goes that out of ecstasy, Savithri made this dish and offered to goddess Gauri. Some say that it was given to Lord Yama, and she made the adai with whatever was available to her in the forest. That's why this is a simple dish. Today, offering is made with rice and other ingredients. Kara meaning spicy in Tamil. So Kara Adai is spicy Adai that is specially made for Karadaiyan Nombu. It might be from this name that Karadaiyan Nombu must have got its name. And Nombu means festival or ritual or observance. So today a sweet and spicy Adai is offered in the puja, and the fast is broken by taking this prasadam. Rituals like these bring the subtle philosophy into practical life. Our ancestors have sprinkled color into our lives with these festive occasions. Namaskaram.